Yes, welcome back to yet another episode of Bezos Chibozi. Yes, some excitement in this episode because it turns out to be episode 70. Wow, we have come a very long way, and all I can say is I thank God. I thank all my listeners. I thank everyone that has been around for the journey to even how far it has reached. I don't have very many listeners as of yet, but I believe if I work hard on this, I will get there. A little lesson I learned during the week was that you need to get one thing that you can finish in your life. One thing. You need to finish one thing. Everyone that has been successful in anything, there is something they chose to finish. And I learned this from Kevin Hart during his interview on the Diary of a CEO. And the idea is that you finish what you start. If you start very many things and finish very few, you end up not succeeding at any. And the one thing I want to actually finish is my personal brand. And my personal brand comes with a podcast, it comes with my LinkedIn, it comes with the quotes, it comes with the videos on TikTok. I want to finish on that. I want to become the voice that opens people's minds. I want to become someone that you're going to go to get a different perspective about something. And yes, let's jump into the episode. Today's episode is going to be about false knowledge, and I'm inspired by a quote from someone that said that be wary of false knowledge. It's more dangerous than ignorance. And so I'll build my whole episode on that. Yeah, you see, the problem is that we pretend to know when we actually do not know. And that's where the danger is. That the problem is that it's not what we don't know, it's what we think we know. Most times what we think we know is literally half the truth. And given that we're in this fast-paced information world, we're in the ChatGPT time, we're in the microwave opinion world, where someone picks something and actually does not cook it. They just microwave it and give it to you out. I could say if you got your idea and you do not really put in the ingredients, marinate it, see that it gets to the boiling point, then it's cooked. But you just get it and put it in the microwave, and that's the ideology or the metaphor I'm trying to put out there, that we need to move from the microwave age of opinions. You have something, you've not really processed it, you've not really given it time to boil in your head, and you're giving it out there. You see, our generation does not suffer from lack of knowledge. We actually suffer from the overdose of misinformation. And that is what is bringing the false knowledge to people. People think they know, yet they don't. People watch a TikTok, maybe on relationships, or maybe on something, money or what, and tomorrow they start a full system based on that video to be relationship experts or therapists. Same with people that listen to half of a sermon or a clip of a sermon and then want to become theologians, or they want to become pastors, they want to start a revolution, things like that. Maybe you listen to one quote, you want to become a motivational speaker. You have half the knowledge. And that's where the danger is, that we build our entire life strategies on shaky foundations, things that even will not move generations, things that will not move past one generation. You find that you're asking yourself why something is not working out. But the actual truth is that the person that came up with that idea or anything that they are doing right now, they used partial knowledge. They did not use the full understanding of whatever they had to use. So they used false knowledge. And you see, nothing humbles you like realizing you have been operating on second-hand information your entire life. Personally, there are some decisions I've made in my life based on half the knowledge. The one most recent decision I ever made that I think I used false knowledge was buying an electric bike. That was I could say halfly one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my life. But I intend to live with it and learn from it and progress better from it, because that is what growth is. You go through whatever you go through for you to learn and understand how the world goes. You see, the idea of false knowledge is that it gives you an illusion of mastery. You become that guy who the Baganda say Tagambwako, the person you can't tell to do anything, person who feels they are proud, they know everything. And if you think you know everything, you can never learn. You become what I call a zombie. You can never progress. Your mind is tuned to one thing. Eat someone's brain, things like that. You can't be taught to do something else. And the same applies to arrogance. Arrogance is built on false knowledge. There is no one that knows everything that will be arrogant. Most people that know things actually very, very well are very humble people. They don't try to show that they know. So the arrogance kicks in. And sometimes even the false knowledge can bring in you being someone that misleads people. False knowledge alone can be related to rumors. Rumors are the most misleading kind of information that you can get in your life, or most misleading information that people share out there. So it's all based on false knowledge. False knowledge will mislead people. People can start riots based on something that is not really fully marinated in their minds. And it also blocks growth. You see, if you can't learn, if you feel you know, you will never grow. And then it also destroys your trust. People stop listening to you because they realize whatever you say is half the truth. Whatever you're saying does not complete the equation at the end of the day. But anyway, as it is a practice on every episode of Bezos Chibozi, I'm always supposed to give you practical steps on how to break free from whatever I be talking about. Because the idea is for me to be someone that will open your mind. And I'll begin by saying that you need to be slow, a little bit slow, to make conclusions. Many times I've been a victim to making quick conclusions, maybe on people, maybe on situations. And I've realized that when you make a quick conclusion, your brain tunes out the other things that can come, the other opportunities that can come out of that given conversation or given situation. So you need to slow down on your conclusions, because it gives you time to use the full knowledge of something other than using the false knowledge of something. Then you need to validate your sources. There are some people that when they give you some information, you actually need to double check whether they are telling you the truth, because trend has shown it that they are not trustworthy. They are not people who can tell the truth. And then the other thing is to not have strongholds in your head, what they call beliefs. As a person, you need to be a very open-minded creature, because you move in a world that changes. So if you hold on to some beliefs so much, this is where I get problems with very staunch religious people. And there's a difference between religious people and spiritual people, people who have met with Christ, people who have met with Christ beyond the religious practices. So you need to be that person that is open-minded, and you do not hold on your beliefs. You hold on them loosely. You should be able to change if you see a reason to change, if you have full picture of something. And then you need to seek out for smarter people. The best way to learn is to always, whenever you get into a situation or an environment, look out for the smartest people, associate with them, because knowledge is shared from smarter people. You need to embrace the "I don't know" statement. And for this, I'll even give more of an elaboration. There's a movie by Will Smith, I think one very famous movie of his. I forget the title. He did it with his son, and he was selling a small machine. But they asked him about if he knew something, and he said, "Personally, I don't know. But what I can assure you is if you give me time, I can know and know it very well." You need to embrace saying, "I don't know," because it saves you from a lot. Imagine you're in an interview and you say you can do something. Many people say so, but you say you can do something, then they give you the job, and then you start slacking on that thing that you said you can do. That's where the trustworthiness goes. That's where people stop. They stop believing in what you say. That's why you start misleading people. You become arrogant. And because you have given yourself an illusion of mastery, people think you're a master at that thing, yet you're not. And so you need to be the guy that can really admit you do not know, and you're given time to know. Because ignorance can be cured, but false knowledge is like a disease that convinces you you're healthy. Yeah, that is it for this episode. I hope you loved it. For all my listeners, for all my, I'll call them fans, no, for all my, I call it a family, Bezos Chiboze family. Yeah, it has been quite a very tough year, but we will see how best we can go through it. And yeah, thank you for listening. I hope you have a good week. Catch you next Monday. See you soon.